Yo, what's good everybody? Hope y'all doing well. I just found this pretty cool sample on YouTube and I figured I'd just turn the camera on and record a cook-up for y'all. So with all that being said, let's jump right into it. So this is a sample that I found on YouTube. I have no idea how to pronounce it, but this is pretty much what it sounds like. Alright, so I just pulled the file into FL Studio. I'm going to turn the volume down just so it's a little easier to work with. Alright, I'm going to cut it right at the kick just so it's a little easier to sample it. I'll just go 133 for now, and then I'm just going to chop it right here. Alright, so I'm not even going to get to the vocals, just keep it super simple. So I'm going to take each of these and make them unique. And the reason I'm doing this is because when I time stretch them, I don't want changing the length on the one clip to affect the other one. So for example, if these were not unique clips, when I change the length on this one, it changes the length on that one. But if I make both of these unique, stretching this one only stretches this one, not the other clips. All I'm going to do is just take this and move it to the nearest major grid line. Same thing with this one. And then go back here and set the modes to stretch. So what I'm actually going to do now is take this and render out an 8 measure clip. Alright, so just keep it really simple. I'm just going to have the first 2 measures with this. And then just this 3rd and 4th measure repeating out pretty much for the rest of it, just so it's consistent. So go in his stretch, and then I'm gonna move this back to resample, and then I'm gonna go to the metronome here, turn this on, and then just keep changing this until I get a pitch and or tempo that I like. Alright, I like this, but I want to pitch it a little bit differently, so I think I'm only going to do +2 and just see what that sounds like. Alright, so this is pretty good. I'm going to take this again and render it out. And then now I have this clip, which is consolidated and pitched and everything. I'm going to cut this and open up a new arrangement. So I click here, click add one, and then just put drums, because that's where I'm going to add my drums. Then Control V to paste it in, and I'm just going to chop this off. So I'm going to extract the stems from this, which pretty much is just going to separate all the different layers. And it's built into FL21. I don't remember exactly which version. I have the most recent version, and it has this. You go to the top left of the audio clip, you left click it, and you hit extract stems from a sample. And I'm just going to have all 4 tracks. I know there aren't any vocals in this, but just for the sake of completeness, I'll just have it. No vocals, just empty, so I'll just delete that. And now we just have our main 3 stems, which are the drums, the bass, our instruments. And the reason why I did this is because I only want the drums for the intro. Afterwards, I just want the bass and the instruments, because syncing up my normal drums with these drums is going to be really hard. These are live played in drums, so they're just slightly off time. And I'm going to be adding like trap drums and hi-hats and stuff, which are going to be perfectly on time. I just don't want it to conflict. Alright, I'm going to go for a little bit of a different sound. Alright, so I got to do a little bit of finesse in here, so I'm just going to go here, make this chop. Alright, and chop this right here, move this back here, hit make unique. These should all be on stretch already. And then this is already unique, so I'm going to set to stretch. And stretch it so it gets all the way there. This is what it'll sound like with the synced up drums. So now the drums are synced up, we don't have that weird skipping thing going on at the beginning here. Now I'm just going to throw down some hi-hats. So I'm going to have it reverse. So the snare hits on the 3rd beat of every measure, and then this is going to be like the accent. Alright, I think that's pretty good. Let's move on to the 808s now. I think my 808s are kind of low. I'm gonna pitch everything up by 1/2 step. All right, this is a little too high, so I'm gonna go back and pitch it down a little bit. We'll pitch this down by 3, so it'll be -200 on each channel. Take this down, 1, 2, 3. Put all these up 1 octave. Alright, so now that we got this, I think I want to take a second 808 just to make the 808s a little less boring. I think this one's good, just kind of a more subtle sounding one. And I'm just going to take some of these notes from this pattern here, pop it into this one. This is not the 808 that I want, but you know, we'll get there. We'll get there. Now I'm just going to take all of these and route them to the mixer. Before I do any mixing though, I do want to finish my hi-hats. I think that'll probably do it for the drums, and then we'll just go straight into the arrangement. One last thing that I want to do is I'm going to go back to the original sample here, and I want to see if I can grab some vocals from the middle. So I'm just going to go here, bring this down, extract stems from sample. I just want the instruments. Go here, copy this, go back down to 133, I think it was the original tempo. Shorten it a little bit. Now we'll go pace value, bring it back to 155, take this back to the drums, and just kind of see if this fits in with what I got. Alright, so I got insanely sidetracked from what I was originally trying to do, but I meant to put my riser crash here, and I just completely forgot. And just throw the tag down, and damn near that's pretty much the beat, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I'm actually going to put this up by 1/2 step just because I feel like doing it. All right, so now I'm just going to do a quick mix, and y'all can kind of see my process of doing it. I'm just gonna do like some slight touches to the arrangement, and I think that's pretty much gonna be the whole beat.
Roll up, Tess.